Good afternoon, everybody, and thanks for tuning in to the Missing Copies podcast. I am your host, Justin Kiley, and I wanted to give everybody that listens to our podcast, sorry, it's been a long week, our podcast a little bit of a status update. Obviously, we haven't had a new episode in, I think it's been like a month, and I do apologize. It's been insanely busy this summer for me and for my fellow co-hosts, and it's just been really hard to find a time to do this. Even though we love doing it, it's hard. So I want everybody that does listen to us to know that we are going to be getting more episodes out, and once we hit the colder months of the year, we're probably going to try to get back on schedule with an episode every week. But until then, I would expect it to still be kind of hit and miss, just because of the fact that we're so busy and it's summer, and we all have lives outside of the podcast, so it's just really hard. So all that being said, we're working on recording a new commentary track for Avatar in preparation for a commentary track for Avatar: The Way of Water. We feel like that's been out long enough that most of you have probably seen it, and I mean, if you haven't seen it, I don't know, maybe you'd enjoy watching it along with us as we talk about it. But either way, we just figure it's pretty safe territory. So we'll be working on that Avatar. Obviously, it's like a 3-hour movie, and we're having to do it in multiple parts. I think we'll probably have it out within the next 2 weeks. That's my plan. I obviously don't know for sure. Also experimenting with some new audio techniques to try to make it, I don't know if official's the right word, but more interesting to listen to. I'm trying to underlay the movie with our voices so that you can hear the movie in the background, but so that it doesn't overpower us. We've tried a couple things with various levels of success, and actually have had some issues with the first part of the Avatar recording because of that. So, yeah, we're trying to get that down pat. Let's see, what else? I think we might try to do a Ahsoka deep dive series. 1-hour episodes on every new episode, like we did with The Last of Us. I have to talk to my co-hosts and see if they're down for that idea, because I don't really want to do it by myself. I just don't think that's as interesting to listen to. But if they're down, we're definitely going to try and cover that. I know we're all very excited privately about that show. I think it's something that Star Wars is needed. I mean, I loved Mando Season 3. I loved Andor. But I don't know, Ahsoka just looks so cool. And I love the Jedi. I love the character. So I got high hopes for it. And I think it would be a really fun one to cover. So we'll see if we can get that going. And if we do cover that, we'll try and get those episodes out more consistently. Probably, depending on when the show airs, the week after is when we would have a new episode out, since we record on Sundays typically. Let's see. Other than that, yeah, I think that's kind of it. We're going to do Avatar: Way of Water, and then after that, I got to talk to the guys about what the next film we're going to cover is. But we're going to try and do these commentaries because we have a lot of fun doing them, and obviously, since Jurassic News has kind of completely died out, there's not as much to cover with that. So, we'll see what we can do. So just wanted to send this out and let everybody know that we are still here. We're going to get episodes out. It just takes time. We thank everybody that listens to us. I know we have a dedicated following of listeners, and for you guys that take your time out of your day to listen to us, we really appreciate it. If you want to write in with movie suggestions, films that you'd like us to cover, series that you'd like us to talk about, anything like that, you can send in an email. I'll put the link in the description for this for this podcast. It'll be in the notes. But if you want, it's themissingcopiespod@gmail.com. So we look forward to hearing from you. And once again, thank you so much for listening to the Missing Copies podcast. I'm Justin Kiley. Have a great rest of your week.